You didn't blow your account because your strategy stopped working. You blew it because of what you did in the 4 minutes after your strategy gave you a losing trade. If you've ever promised yourself on a Sunday night that this week you'd strictly follow your plan, only to find yourself chasing a moving market by Tuesday morning, you don't have a technical problem. You think you're failing because you haven't mastered the charts. But the reality is, you're failing because you haven't mastered the survival mechanics of your own brain. In this video, we're going to look at the exact psychological trap that keeps intelligent people unprofitable for years, and the one shift that takes you out of it. Most struggling traders are caught in a loop. You take a clean loss. You tell yourself you'll stay patient and wait for the next real setup. But 20 minutes later, your palms are sweaty, your heart rate is up, and you're forcing a position that isn't there. You double your lot size because, deep down, you need that money back immediately just to prove you weren't wrong. When the market hits your stop loss again, the realization sinks in. You feel sick. What do you do next? You close the charts, delete your indicators, and spend the next 3 days looking for a new strategy. You think you need more data, a better entry trigger, or a more precise indicator. That is trying to solve an emotional problem with a mechanical solution. Amateur traders believe profitability comes from predicting what happens next on the chart. Professional traders know profitability comes from controlling how you react to the reality that you cannot predict what happens next. In a moment, I'll show you the exact question professionals ask themselves before every single order execution. A question that completely detaches them from the fear of losing. But first, we have to understand why your brain is actively working against your bank account. Let's look at a common mistake. You enter a trade. The price drops toward your stop loss. Instead of letting the trade exit, you move the stop lower. Then you move it again. You convince yourself you're just giving the trade room to breathe or managing risk dynamically. But you aren't managing risk. You're avoiding being wrong. Here is the perspective shift. Your brain treats a financial loss exactly like a physical threat. Thousands of years ago, losing resources meant danger to your survival. Today, when a trade goes against you, your brain doesn't see a numbers game on a screen. It sees a predator. Your nervous system goes into fight or flight. The logical, analytical part of your mind completely shuts down, and your survival brain takes over. That's why highly intelligent professionals, doctors, engineers, successful business owners suddenly act completely irrationally the second they put real money into the market. You are fighting millions of years of human evolution with a mouse click. You think you are overtrading or breaking your rules because you are greedy. In reality, you are overtrading because your brain is seeking immediate emotional relief from the discomfort of uncertainty. When you lose, your brain screams at you to fix it. Forcing a bad trade is just your mind trying to claw back control. Here is a counterintuitive truth that separates the top 5% of traders from the rest. You can have a 40% win rate, lose 6 trades in a row, and still make an incredible living. But your brain hates that reality. Amateurs need to be right on every single trade. Professionals just need to manage risk across a large sample size of trades. Think about a casino. The house knows that on any single spin of the roulette wheel, they might lose thousands of dollars to a lucky player. Do they panic? Do they change the rules of the game? Do they move the wheel? No, because they know that over 10,000 spins, the math guarantees they will win. When you trade, you have to stop acting like the gambler and start acting like the casino. A single trade means absolutely nothing. It is a single data point in a sequence of hundreds. When you accept that any individual trade has a completely random outcome, the urge to move your stop loss or take profits too early completely vanishes. If you take a trade and it hits your stop loss, that isn't a failure. If you followed your plan, that is a successful losing trade. The only real failure in trading is breaking your process. So, how do we operationalize this? How do you stop the emotional bleeding tomorrow morning? Earlier, I promised to share the question that professional traders ask themselves before they click buttons. Before you place any order, you must conduct what I call a pre-trade audit. Look at your order ticket and ask yourself this specific question. If this trade hits my stop loss immediately, will I feel an urge to revenge trade or argue with the market? If the answer is yes, your position size is too big, or you are trading out of boredom rather than an actual setup. Here is your practical application step for the next 2 weeks. You are no longer allowed to trade to make money. You are trading exclusively to execute a process perfectly. Before every session, print out your specific setup criteria. When a setup appears, write down the exact dollar amount you are risking. If that number makes your stomach drop, cut the position size in half. Keep cutting it until the dollar amount feels irrelevant. You have to learn how to execute a plan flawlessly when the stakes are low before you can ever expect to handle large capital. If you cannot manage a small account with discipline, a larger account will only allow you to make bigger mistakes much faster. The strangest part about trading psychology is that the hardest thing to do is absolutely nothing. When you experience a loss, your dopamine drops and your brain craves a win to feel balanced again. This is the exact moment accounts are destroyed. You sit at your desk, staring at the 5-minute chart, hunting for revenge. To break this loop, we use a mechanical boundary for an emotional problem, the 10-minute rule. The moment a trade closes, whether it's a win or a loss, you must get up from your chair. Walk away from the screen for exactly 10 minutes. Do not check your phone. Do not look at the charts from across the room. Drink a glass of water, walk outside, reset your nervous system. This simple boundary allows your physical stress response to drop. It forces your brain to transition from the reactive, survival mode back into the logical, strategic mode. When you sit back down, the emotional fog will have cleared, and you can look at the market objectively. Remember, the market is not a vending machine. You cannot force it to give you money just because you feel you need it. It does not know who you are. It does not care about your financial goals, and it certainly does not care about your opinions on where the price should go. The traders who survive this game aren't the ones who predict the market best. They're the ones who understand themselves best. Stop looking for the perfect indicator. It doesn't exist. Stop trying to find a strategy that never loses. It doesn't exist. Your edge isn't hidden in a premium chart pattern or an expensive chat room. Your edge is your ability to remain entirely neutral when the market does exactly what you didn't want it to do. The market was never testing your strategy. It was testing your ability to stay consistent when your emotions demanded the opposite. Next time you take a loss, don't look at the chart to see what went wrong. Look in the mirror. That is where your true performance lives. Go lock in your risk, track your process, and I'll see you in the next session.